Well, hey there, it's Elke.
And Jen.
And we're here for another episode of the Jen and Elke Clarke Show.
Yeah, and today we're talking about 6 tips to make money online with Zazzle.
And we want to get right in there. We have a lot to cover. Obviously, we're not going to talk to you all about the details, but we can give you the high-level tips, make a checklist for yourself, and make sure that you're doing those things so that you can do the best you can on Zazzle and make money and be profitable. Mm-hmm. So the first tip is...
Oh, I just wanted to say these tips might seem very basic to you if you have been with us in our courses for a long time, but it's a really good refresher to listen to them again because sometimes you don't actually do all of them. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
us included, right? We forget.
Yeah.
So, but the first one is something that you do at the beginning when you first start on Zazzle, and that is to complete your profile and your store profile for 100% completion. Mm-hmm. It's a list of things that Zazzle asks you to do when you open up your first account, and also then when you start opening up stores, there's a list of things that are necessary for you to do. A lot of people are very concerned about the Z rank, which is something that Zazzle gives you as a score for how you're doing with that. But the most important thing is to realize that that's just a gamification for you to actually make your store and your profile look professional. And so do those things for that reason, not just because of the Z rank, so that you have the best chance of selling on the Zazzle platform. Mm-hmm. So number 2.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm reading the notes here. So create your products properly and put them into categories. And we spoke a whole bunch about categories within our courses and then also our free training last week. But categories is a huge, I want to say almost beast, because sometimes your categories aren't going to be the same as somebody else's on Zazzle if they're 2 different types of product creation methods or types of niches, etc. So if you are wanting to sell your products well and actually make money online with Zazzle, you really need to make sure your categories are well organized and that they're thought out in terms of how the customer might think in terms of going through your Zazzle store and navigation, but then also for your own organization in your back end. Because once you become a Zazzle designer, that you've been on Zazzle for a long time and you've accumulated a large amount of products, it is a really great idea to make sure that all those products are organized properly so that you can find them, and then also that they are easily used to recreate products, right? You want to have them organized so you exactly know where they are, so you can literally create the template again, copy and paste, and use the designs that you've done before, so you're not always recreating or reinventing the wheel, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And categories are a really great way for you to organize your store and then also have a really great customer navigation experience in the back end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great tip for number 2. Mm-hmm. Number 3, brand your store homepage. So for each of the stores that you open, even though we recommend not opening more than one at least to start with, so that you can really get really good at doing Zazzle and making sure you're not spread too thin. But if you have more than one store, make sure that they're each branded separately based on the niche that they're serving, and make sure that you have things like a logo and a really nice banner and anything to do with the about page or the about section. Make sure you write that nicely, and also have store categories listed as the first thing underneath your about section so that people can navigate your store, just like Jen talked about.
Yeah.
So that's number 3.
And number 4 is add your products to collections. Collections are a very useful tool for you to promote internally other Zazzle products within your Zazzle product page. And also it helps you organize into groupings of products where you can give the customer an idea of what they might want to buy. And for example, it's Christmas coming up soon, you'd want to make a collection that says Christmas gifts for her or Christmas gifts for him, or you want to have a collection of items that are all in the same suite. For example, if you're in the wedding industry, then you'd want to have a collection with all the different types of wedding products related to that theme or that one design that you've created.
Mm-hmm. Awesome tip, right? Mm-hmm. And so collections are very powerful. Now, the reason that we're giving you all these tips in the first place is because we've made $1.5 million on Zazzle take home combined. Mm-hmm. And so we're Zazzle experts, as you may know, if you haven't already been part of any of our training. This is new for you, then let us, we just want to introduce ourselves, because I know we just went right into the tips. So, but one of the things that also really helps us to get to that number is that we have a nice collection of low, medium, and high price products in our Zazzle stores. And so that's really important for you to get to that higher level of income earning, to make sure that you have a nice product inventory that's working for you. And that's tip number 6. And what I mean by that is that since you're making a certain amount of royalty on each of the products, if you have high priced items as well as low priced items and then medium priced items, there's a nice collection so that you're attracting more than one customer or one customer type. And you're allowing you to have the most chance of selling these items. And if you suppose or like decide for the customer, oh, they probably wouldn't buy this, it's too expensive, then you're missing out on sales that are actually going to be more lucrative for you than if you worked like a lot harder to get more customers to sell low priced items, because the royalty is bigger when you have a high priced item. And so you might have to sell one duvet cover and make $20, or you have to sell 10 t-shirts to make $20 if the t-shirt is priced at $20. So keep that in mind and make sure you have a nice variety of low, medium, and high priced items. So, and that leads us to number 6, which is the last
I think
one.
we said 6 before, but it was because we've labeled them differently. Anyway, so tip number 6, the last tip, is titles and tags. And you want to obviously have your products be found. You can have an amazingly designed product. It looks absolutely beautiful. You think you've done everything aesthetically perfect, but then if you don't title it or tag it properly, then it might never ever be found in the Zazzle marketplace or even externally on Google. So titles and tags are extremely important for being found inside the Zazzle marketplace, because you obviously want to compete and you want to be found and you want to have your products be searched by the customers. But then also titles and tags are extremely important when it comes to external SEO with Google and any other search engine out there. Because if you go on to your search engine right now and you say wedding invitations or graduation invitations, Zazzle actually pushes and advertises first of all, advertises on the actual search engine website. You'll see ads placed there, but then also most of the search results are from Zazzle, because they have built up such an amazing external SEO and they have a lot of traction to their website. So if you don't title and tag your Zazzle products properly, then you're losing out on potential internal and also external customers, even if your design is perfect. So you want to make sure that you have really great titles and tags.
So that gives you 6 tips. You want to review them so that we get the numbers
right? So number 1 is complete your profile and store to 100%. Number 2 is create and put your products into categories. Then number 3 is brand your store homepage on Zazzle. Number 4 is add products to collections. Number 5 is make sure you have a wide selection of products, which is high, medium, low. And then number 6 is make sure you have proper titles and tags so your products are found.
And those are some of the key things that we teach our students in our Profit by Design Academy course and our recently new opened up Z Supercharger, which is awesome. There's still some time to enroll in that, by the way. So check it out. And if not, then let us know that you're interested, so in case there's a next round that we can put you on the wait list for. So thank you so much for watching, and this is again another great session for our Jen and Elke Clarke show, which happens every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the reason we do this show is because we have built up businesses on Zazzle that are perceivable, passive, profitable. And those are our 3 pillars that we use to make money online and use them to incorporate what we do in our Zazzle business in order to be extremely profitable. And so we're giving these tips to you so that you can also understand what it takes to run a Zazzle business. And we can't wait to let you tell us more about what's happening with your business, because we've had so many students that have been very successful on Zazzle, and we can't wait to keep helping more.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Jen and Elke Clarke Show.
What we believe to be true is that if you build your online Zazzle business using the 3 pillars, perceivable, passive, profitable, then you can create a business that gives you your dream life.
To learn more about how we can work together, visit elkeclarke.com.